It is the longest running series on the channel, running since all the way back in 2014. And we are here today to set off its 10th season. What a journey it's been for the Haas IndyCar series. And hey, we're just getting started as we kick off the 2025 campaign from one of the biggest races of the season. Although this track might now be defunct in real life, that's not going to stop us from coming to this amazing racetrack. We are here at the Auto Club Speedway to kick off the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the California 100 here at the Auto Club Speedway. What's going on, everybody? Caleb here, and welcome to race number 1 on the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series season. I have been looking forward to this ever since the checkered flag flew for the Haas World Championship 200 at Pocono last year, where we saw the close to an absolutely phenomenal season and an absolutely cinematic championship battle, which saw Thomas Troxel walk away with the cup after everything was said and done. And kind of hard to believe that this is the 10th season of the Haas IndyCar Series season. It's going to be a very special season for that reason, and definitely can't wait to see how this turns out. It's going to be a lot of fun, but, you know, like I say with everything, we'll just have to wait and see how it all goes down, and it all starts here from the high banks of the Auto Club Speedway. Joining me up here in the booth for the opening race of the season, we've got Igor Barreto, owner of Titan Fury Racing over in the Cup Series. Thank you so much for joining me here for this race for the second year in a row. Igor was in the booth for last year's race here as well, and what a race that was last year. What a finish, especially where we saw Zachary Fitzwater pretty much come out of nowhere on the final lap and past Chris Reynolds coming off of turn number 4 to take the win by the slimmest of margins. But, Igor, I'll ask you, how do you think things are going to play off here tonight? California 100 is now going to be the season opener. So, what do you think we can expect from these guys here tonight to kick off the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series season?
Well, obviously, all the clubs are very dynamic track. It's basically the IndyCar version of Daytona. So we'll have to expect everything. We've got to expect a lot of passing. Drivers going up and down the field. Obviously, the inside line is the strongest, but the outside line can also work. I myself ran at this track for, I believe, 4 times. So I got some experience around it. And honestly, it's a fascinating track to race, but obviously you also have to watch out for some crashes that could obviously happen at any point of this race to throw a wrench in the strategy of these drivers. So you gotta expect everything, but I think it'll be once again an amazing race to start the season.
Definitely, it's going to be a really fun race, and I definitely could see some chaos in this race as well. Auto Club is usually known for potentially having some wrecks with the really fast speeds and the really slippery track surface. Saw a couple of wrecks here last season, and an especially hard crash involving Ace Garcia and Lyndon Smith Jr. later in the race, but we'll just have to see how everything plays out here this year. Pretty much the same as it always goes. We'll have 50 laps ahead of us here tonight, and should have about a 25 to 28 lap pit window, so pretty much dividing this race straight down the middle. And we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Auto Club's pit road can be a little bit treacherous, and we'll have to see how these Indy cars will tackle that. But usually these guys like to spread out a lot, so maybe that can play in the favor there. But hey, we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But starting on the pole for the season opener, it's the number 97 of Aaron Abel there, driving a new 97 there for NS Racing, now sponsored by Krispy Kreme. Good looking car there. Totally not biased. I did paint that car, but I think it looks pretty nice. I think it looks really nice. And he's starting alongside there the number 27 of Ace Garcia, who ran pretty well here in this race last season before, like I mentioned, getting taken out in a late accident. But has a good starting position, but the outside lane here at Auto Club is definitely not where you want to be. It's kind of got a bit of a weird grip distribution. The bottom is usually where you want to be, but there is a pretty thin kind of like grip layer up towards the tip top of the racetrack where if you can rip that, it's really, really good. So we'll have to see if maybe anybody utilizes that here tonight. But we'll just have to wait and see how everything plays out and who will get the win here after 50 laps here from the Auto Club Speedway. But yeah, I think it's about time we get these guys rolling here for the first race of the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series season. And as they do, we'll take a quick look here at your starting lineup for the California 100 here from the Auto Club Speedway. Of course, as aforementioned, on the front row, we have the number 97 of Aaron Abel, and he is starting alongside there the number 27 of Ace Garcia. Row 2, we have a rookie to the IndyCar Series. It's the 13 of Duncan Ward, starting alongside the 40 of Angel Olvera. Row 3, we find another rookie in Carson Miller there, driving the 86 for Durrani Racing, starting alongside your reigning IndyCar Series champion, Thomas Troxel. Row 4, we find the 8 of Tanner Barton, starting alongside, I believe that is the 48 there, of Marcus Glitch there, driving for brand new team BK Industries, owned by Tony Keys. And rounding out your top 10 there in row number 10, we find, or row number 5, excuse me, we find the number 75 of Justin Zidell, starting alongside the number 80 of Chris Reynolds. The rest of the starting lineup will be on the left-hand side of your screen, as well as the race info. Like I said, got 50 laps of racing here tonight, the usual 30 entries, and a 25 to 28 lap pit window. But Igor, I'll ask you, who do you think's going to victory lane here tonight in the California 100?
Well, it's the race one of the season, and I think we'll finish in position number 1. I'm going for car number 1 for Audrey Barnauskas, a former Indy 250 winner, so I think she'll have plenty of experience and definitely pace to get up to the front.
We'll definitely have to see. A good bit of experience there behind the wheel for Baranauskas. We'll have to see how it pays off, but here we go. Coming to the restart zone, and here we go. Aaron Abel leads us to the green flag. We're racing here in Season 10 of the Haas IndyCar Series. Decent jump there off the start from the 97 of Aaron Abel. He's going to come back around and lead the opening lap. And like I mentioned, that outside lane is not really where you want to be, especially here off the start. You got the 27 of Ace Garcia there falling back on the outside lane. You got Angel Olvera falling back, as well as Thomas Troxel. We got it almost 3 wide there between Troxel, Marcus Glitch, and it looked like that was the 55 of Noah Clifton. But these guys trying to get back down to the inside. But kind of got a little bit of a train for me, but you'll see that here at the Auto Club Speedway as Duncan Ward there slides up on the racetrack. He's going to lose a couple spots. But right now, Aaron Abel leading the way. Carson Miller now in the 86 up into the 2nd position. Tanner Barton up into 3rd. Zidell 4th. And last year's winner of the California 100, Zachary Fitzwater, already made his way up to the top 5. And now he's being challenged there by the 00. Christian Vargas is going to find his way back. It looks like these guys are settling in here in the early stages of this race, and everything is starting to string out just a little bit, but we are still seeing quite a bit of passing as these guys run around this racetrack.
Yeah, definitely fascinating racetrack is Auto Club, and obviously with the much higher grip in the inside line for some reason, it definitely makes passing passing quite obvious with it just going to the inside. But still, we can see some great battles just right now. We see the 75 Zaidel already up to second, trying to find a way to pass Aaron Abel, and he's going to the inside right now, so Zaidel up to the lead. So great battles we're having, and obviously we might have this all race long, obviously depending on caution, big strategy, and everything else.
Definitely going to be a lot of factors playing into this one. But up to the front of the field goes the 75 of Justin Zaidel, but he's going to overdrive the corner there. Do turns 1 and 2. That could open the door there for the 00 of Christian Vargas. This track is a very easy track to overdrive, as if you just slide up there into that middle groove, there's pretty much no grip there, and you start falling back tremendously. Here comes the 98. Brendan Wilmington looking to the inside there of Justin Zaidel, being followed there by the number 5, Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samadillo, reunited once again with Grattan Autosport. He's found his way up here into the top 5. And there's the guy who nearly got himself a championship last year, had an absolutely incredible season. Bradley Bradshaw moving over to Dracoan Racing Enterprises this season, driving the number 07 and doing good here in the first race of the season. Currently now up in the top 5, but here comes Duncan Ward to the inside, trying to make spots back up. As for the race lead, Brendan Wilmington is going to take it away from Christian Vargas, but he might be challenged here from the number 5 of Nicholas Samadillo. Got a lot of passing still going on this racetrack, especially for the race lead.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said,
oh boy,
the start, almost a crash there. But out of a very dynamic track, obviously we've seen right now, Wilmington and Samadillo we weren't even talking about them like 3 laps ago. Now they're already battling for the lead. So we can expect everything from this track. Obviously, you gotta watch out for not overdriving the corner, not going to the middle lane. It's quite a complicated track if you think about it. But still, we will see many battles throughout this race, and we just gotta wait and see to what happens, because right now, the second is Angel Gutierrez, and like I said, we haven't even talked about him before. Giacomo in third, and then we have Bibi Ruiz in fourth, followed by Proctor with, well, he's the champion. He's obviously going to do great, at least we imagine.
Yeah, Thomas Troxel, your reigning champion, doing good here so far for the race lead. Got another rookie up here towards the front. That's the number 33, Bibi Ruiz, there for Dutch Atlantis Racing. Trying to go to the inside of Wilmington, but there it is. There's that grip lane on the outside, and Wilmington utilizes that perfectly and is going to stay clear of the 33 of Ruiz. You got teammates 3rd and 4th right now. Good run for Team Williams, which was Wisconsin Speedworks, but rebranded to Team Williams, just like in the Cup Series and pretty much just about all the other series here on the channel. And you got Bradley Bradshaw still hanging out up here there in the 07. Noah Clifton has made his way up here into the top 10. And you mentioned Angel Gutierrez there in the 49. A past Indy 250 champion and won last year at the Iowa Speedway. Big slip up there from the 8 of Tanner Parton. Almost slipped into the 52 of Zachary Fitzwater. We're starting to see the field kind of spread out quite a bit. You got Dylan Matthews there in the 39. Towards the rear of the field, you got the 88, Anthony Hernandez, the 48 of Marcus Glitch, who we saw towards the front earlier on in the race. Kind of struggling here as this run goes along. You've got the 81 there of Brad Stover in a battle there with the 1 of Alja Baranowskis, who hasn't been able to make up much ground, but still has quite a long ways to go here in this race. And yeah, this race, with how it plays out, can definitely produce a lot of comers and goers, but Brendan Wilmington in the 98 doing a really good job here holding this race lead. He's actually kind of pulled away a little bit from second place, who is now the 07 of Bradley Bradshaw. Troxel still in 3rd. You got Zaidel in 4th. And to 5th goes the 00 of Christian Vargas, as Aaron Abel and Noah Clifton kind of washed up the racetrack there. But yeah, Wilmington doing a good job there out front right now for NS Racing.
Yeah, that run, especially on the outside, was simply amazing, and the higher speed allowed him to open up a big gap. Obviously, now Bradshaw is close to him on Wilmington, already took out about a tenth last lap. So honestly, this should be a great battle. Wilmington now overdriving the corner. This will allow Bradshaw to
Ooh.
close in and maybe even overtake for the lead.
And that was a pretty big slip up there from Wilmington. That's going to allow Bradshaw to not only close right up, but to take that race lead away. And that's also going to move up Justin Zeidel there up into the second position. Wilmington still holds on to the third position. We got a crash in turn number 3.
No.
That looked like it was the 5 of Nicholas Samadio, and we're still crashing around. I believe that is the 86 of Carson Miller. And we are under our first caution of the race and first caution of the season. Noah Clifton with heavy damage to the 55. Nicholas Samadio we saw going around, and Carson Miller as well. Justin Zeidel is going to lead the field back to the caution flag with Bradshaw second. Third is Vargas, fourth Ruiz, and Aaron Abel rounds out your top 5. Well, we said pre-race might see the potential for some accidents here, and fortunately it looks like might have a couple cars taken out of contention after that one. It looks like Noah Clifton, the 55, has already retired from the race, and yes, he has. I'll have to see what Carson Miller and Samadio does, but this is going to bring everybody down the pit lane, and if this thing stays green to the end, we still should have a cycle of pit stops before the end of the race, but this definitely has the opportunity to potentially shake things up.
Yeah, though this will be tough. It will definitely go to a true stop, like restart it. They will probably restart about lap 17, so there's no way they can go all the way through, except they save a lot with their Dow. So probably a true stop, and we'll enter once again the strategy round. Goes to everyone pitching. Zidell obviously with somewhat of a late pit stall. Obviously the last one being Aaron Abel. We'll see how the teams perform right now in this first pit stop.
Let's see, focusing in on the 75 of Justin Zeidel. See, there's Bradley Bradshaw there in the 07 with the jack dropped. He came in second. This might get pretty close. Bradshaw might have actually jumped him coming out of the pit. It looked like he did, and he did do so. Bradshaw with a good pit stop. He jumps to the race lead. Zeidel second. Ruiz is going to move up to third, I believe. Wilmington up to fourth. Vargas, I think, is going to retain the fifth position. And we've got some new faces here up front after that cycle of pit stops. Got the 79, John Andrews. You got the 83, I believe, of Braden Perez. Angel Gutierrez back up here. Brad Stover in the 81. We just saw him towards the back of the field. He made a lot of the ground up there under the pit cycle, so good stuff there for him. But, my goodness, under our first caution of the race here in the California 100 for what I guess looked like a multi-car crash there through turns 1 and 2. Let's take a quick look at what brought out our first caution of the night, and we'll get you all back to the racing action here from the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Taking a look here, you got the 55 of Noah Clifton sliding up the racetrack and going to make contact there with the 5 of Nicholas Samadio. That's going to turn Clifton into the outside wall, and it's going to kind of take Samadio with him there. And they're both going to go up and into the outside wall. Samadio is going to get kind of caught in a spin there, and he's going to kind of just correct it. And then you're going to see back here, you got the 86 of Carson Miller. He's already kind of stuck up on the outside. He just narrowly misses the 5 of Nicholas Samadio there, but unfortunately he won't be as lucky with the 55 of Noah Clifton. Just not a lot of time to react, nowhere to really go, and it's just going to slam right into the back of the 55 of Clifton, and that is going to spin Carson Miller around there down the back straightaway. So we've got a 3-car accident here early on in the going here at the Auto Club Speedway, and yeah, that is going to take Noah Clifton and Nicholas Samadio out of the race, so that's a tough break there for them, and This is probably going to take Carson Miller out of contention as well, so another tough break there for the rookie of Carson Miller, but we'll take one more quick look here at full speed, and we'll get you all back to the racing action here from the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway.
So yeah, tough battling all throughout the field, and Noah Clifton flipped up and just as Samuel hit the grip line on the outside. So unfortunate for both men, and more fortunate for Carson Miller, who couldn't avoid Noah Clifton's hit him, spun off with now both drivers have damage. In the end, Carson Miller will still continue, but Samuel and Noah Clifton will be out of this race, both with big problems if they not continue. So poor luck for all three of these drivers who simply were at the wrong place at the wrong time, and now two of them are out and the other one has damage to continue.
That's probably the best way to describe it. Just everybody at the wrong place at the wrong time. And yeah, tough break for all of those guys involved. But at a pit cycle under the caution flag, and it's going to be the 07 of Bradley Bradshaw dabbing the race lead away. We'll have to see what he can do here on the restart from the California 100 here from the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome back here to the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway, wrapping up our first caution of the day for a bit of a tangle there through turns 1 and 2 from Nicholas Samadillo and Noah Clifton, and Carson Miller getting involved in that as well. Noah Clifton and Nicholas Samadillo have taken their cars to the garage area, so tough break for them. Definitely not the best way to start out the season, and Carson Miller there in the 86. He is going to continue on. We'll have to see if he is able to keep pace with these guys, but these Indy cars, they don't like damage that much, so we'll have to see if he is able to keep pace. But after that pit cycle up front, you got the 07 of Bradley Bradshaw, who cycled out to the lead after those pit stops. Got Justin Zeidel there in the 75 in second, BB Ruiz in third, Brennan Wilmington fourth, Christian Vargas fifth, John Andrews in the 79 up to sixth, Braden Perez seventh, Angel Gutierrez eighth, Aaron Abel ninth, and Ace Garcia going to round out your top 10 here, coming to the restart here on lap number 18. Going to have 33 laps to go here in this race. Just a couple laps out of these guys' pit window, so definitely have to see how that cycles out. But pace car is going to make the left-hand turn onto the pit lane, and Bradley Bradshaw in the 07 is going to lead the field back to the green flag. We're racing once again here in the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway.
Great move there from Bradshaw, taking the lead easily, maintaining by some margin right now over Zeidel. And we'll have to see how the run into turn 3 goes, because that's going to be real important for who maintains the lead going to the next lap. And well, Bradshaw and Zeidel almost the same line. Bradshaw maybe even open up a little bit more. While meanwhile behind him, John Andrews just washed up the track and losing some positions right now.
Andrews with a little bit of a slide there, but still manages to stay here up inside the top 10. But that was a good restart from Bradshaw, but he slid a little bit wide there through turns 1 and 2. Zeidel is going to get to the inside there off of the corner, and he's actually got drafting help there from the 33 Ruiz, and he's going to clear Bradshaw for the race lead. Now Ruiz going to try to send it down the inside, but that was a good corner as well from Zeidel. He's going to hold on to the race lead. Bradshaw's going to slot in probably there behind the 00 Christian Vargas, who's now going after Brennan Wilmington there for the third position. And yeah, you got the field all spread out there with that single file restart. And going back here, yeah, it looks like Carson Miller might be struggling a little bit with the handling of that 86 car. So yeah, tough break there for him. And Fitzwater and Reynolds, looks like they had a bit of trouble getting going there on that restart. I have to see if they can catch back up to the field. But back up front, we got a change in the race lead. Christian Vargas looks like he's going to go to the point here, getting by the 75 of Justin Zeidel. And these two kind of pulled away a little bit there from the 33 of BB Ruiz. Going to go a little bit wide, but these guys are going at it once again for the race lead, and it looks like Justin Zaidel is going to take the lead back away from Christian Vargas.
Yeah, definitely these two guys who honestly have been really consistent all race long. Now fighting for the lead, and Zaidel is back through. And honestly, or is it Carson Miller? I don't know. Christian Vargas, I mean. But still, great battle between these two. Yeah, it's Vargas up front, my bad. Bieber Ruiz now catching up again the whole field. And now they also got both going up. The track was Zaidel with a great run out of turn two, while Braden Perez taking third place with Brad Stover right behind him. So honestly, like I said, this track with its dynamics is going to be really crazy. And also my pick for the race win is already in the top 10, Baranowskis.
How about that? Baranowskis has kind of quietly made her way here up into the top 10. Probably made some spots up there onto the pit cycle, but good run. Here going for the one of Andre Baranowskis. Your pick doing really, really well. We get two cars going a little bit wide there. Braden Perez, and Brad Stover in the 81. Opening the door there on the inside for the 49 of Gutierrez and the 79 of John Andrews. Gutierrez kind of sailed it off there a little bit too deep. That's going to hurt both of them. On the inside, Andre Baranowskis is going to gain a lot of spots out of that. Going to move the one car, up into the top 5, and might even get past the 83 of... Oh my goodness! That was a big slide from Baranowskis, and there might have even been some contact there, but they're going to hang on. And up front, Justin Zaidel takes the race lead back away from Christian Vargas. And how about John Andrews making it a 1-2 right now for Otter Island Motorsports?
Yeah, Otter Island doing really well. Zaidel, a very experienced driver, one of the best in the field, leading this race with its great expertise. John Andrews also a great driver. But hey, right behind him, out of nowhere, especially with a great run out of throws turns 1 and 2, Braden Perez went into third, while Christian Vargas got stuck in the outside lane and is falling down spots. I believe he's now down to 7th already. So yeah, one bad slip through the outside lane is that how big it can cost you. And now Vargas battling for the lower part of the top 10, but still in the top 10. And this just shows how crazy Auto Club can be with the race going completely the other way in one simple moment. But still, great run from the R Island guys, Brain Perez as well. So we still got a lot of race to go. Plus, we also got Angel Olvera, who started front and made his way back and now back up to the front. So great run for him as well.
Angel Oliveira doing good. Slip up there from Zaidel, and we're 3 wide for the point. Perez on the inside. How about that move? Takes the lead away, coming on lap 27. Zaidel went a little bit wide there. John Andrews might have sent it in just a little bit too deep, and that opened the door all the way down on the bottom for Braden Perez, and he's going to steal the race lead away. And like I mentioned, a big slip up for some of these guys can send them back quite a ways, especially kind of like this, if everyone's kind of grouped up together in a bit of a draft train. And Zaidel's going to lose quite a few positions from that. He might be able to slot in behind Wilmington, though. Angel Oliveira there gets shuffled up to the outside lane. And for the race lead, John Andrews looking to take the race lead back and put it back in the hands of Otter Island Motorsports. They're going to be side by side down the front straightaway going into turn 1. Gutierrez there in the 49 looking to take the third position away. But Braden Perez on that outside lane, using that grip lane to perfection there, holds on to the race lead. Andrews second, Tanner Parton in the 8 up to third. He looks like he might try to go for second here on the 79 of Andrews.
Yeah, and this just shows how much overpowered as well this outside lane for turns 1 and 2 can be if you can find it. Tanner Parton and also Bradley Bradshaw took that outside lane and went up to second and third momentarily. Obviously now Barton down to third, Bradshaw down to fifth, and Angel Vera to the lead. Same thing. If these guys find their grooves, their right grooves, honestly, they can just shoot past everyone. And now Angel Vera to the lead. So, honestly, this just shows how dynamic Auto Club can be. And Over with a huge gap to second place.
Definitely a very versatile racetrack, and Angel Olvera there definitely making the most of it. She's got a good gap there. Down to the 83 of Braden Perez. Looking to maybe try and pull away a little bit as well. You got Bradley Bradshaw there holding on to the third position. Tanner Parton in fourth. You got a battle now between the Autorana Motorsports teammates there for the fifth position. Duncan Ward in the 13 has made his way here back up into the top 10. Almost contact. There was contact. Almost contact between the teammates, and there was contact there between Andrews and Ruiz. They're going to keep it together. Anthony Hernandez in the 88 has made his way up here towards the top 10. Dylan Matthews as well. We saw these two at the back of the field earlier on in the race, and now they're up here potentially fighting for a spot in the top 10. So great recovery from these guys. Like I said, it's a good race of comers and goers, and Anthony Hernandez and Dylan Matthews definitely proving that point right now as Hernandez is going to make his way here into the top 10 here as we come this time by, I believe, yeah, it'll be 19 laps to go here from the Auto Club Speedway.
Honestly, that was a very close call between Andrews and Ruiz. Normally, when two cars make contact here in Auto Club, especially the outside lane, that's a guaranteed crash. So great save from both of them to keep it together and not cause a big one. But honestly, Andrews already had a bad moment over there, and now already in the top 10 already, while BB Ruiz nowhere to be seen basically. So honestly, this is just amazing. And up front still, Olvera was still a half a second gap to Tanner Parton, and Tanner Parton itself has a half second gap to Bradley Bradshaw and Lane Keys. So honestly, the race for the lead might settle down right now, but still, we got almost 20 laps to go, so this could change very easily.
Definitely still quite a bit of time for things to change around here. Around the Auto Club Speedway, you got Tanner Parton trying to run down Angel Olvera there for the race lead, and yeah, it's kind of spread out a little bit here towards the front of the field. Bradshaw there goes wide from the third position and allows Braden Perez through there in the 83, and then you got fifth place on back. Baranowskis, John Andrews, Hernandez, Marcus Glitch. These guys are honestly kind of in a little bit of a draft train, but as soon as I say that, they're going to be going after each other. Baranowskis slides really wide there, but looks like might have found a little bit of grip there on the outside and not fall back a ton. She is going to lose a couple positions, though. Bruno Diacomo, haven't really talked about him all day, but he's found his way here up towards the front late in the going. Marcus Glitch has found his way back up here towards the front. But up front, it's pretty much just all Angel Olvera, and it looks like he might pull away a little bit as Tanner Parton might have gone a little bit wide there through 1 and 2, and Braden Perez is now down to the inside, but might have overshot the corner there. Bit of a slide job on the gate of Tanner Parton, but doesn't really work out too well here on Auto Club with these Indy cars.
Oh, I think we might have
And Carson Miller in the 86 has come down pit lane. Don't really know what's... Oh, we actually have a...
No, there's more cars.
No, we got more cars coming down pit lane, so this might be scheduled for these guys.
Now, this is probably scheduled, to be honest, considering most of the drivers came in the yellow lap 15. They should be around their pit cycle already.
Yeah, here we go.
Right now, the leaders: Olvera, Martin, Ward, Bradshaw, Giacomo. So most of the leaders going into the pits right now.
So yeah, looks like green flag pit stops are underway here, and still got a couple of guys staying out there on the racetrack, probably looking for a caution flag, and they might have got it. They did get it. We got a crash. That's Brad Stover in the 81. But it looks like, usually we have cautions here at the Auto Club Speedway during the pit cycles because usually some guys like to either come into the pits too hot or get together coming into the pit lane or something. But no, that just happened out on the racetrack, and it looks like it was between the 39 of Dylan Matthews and the 81 of Brad Stover. But my goodness, this is definitely going to shake things up here from the Auto Club Speedway. That's probably really going to benefit these guys that waited to come in. You got Braden Perez, John Andrews, Angel Gutierrez, Fitzwater, Luna Lona, and then you got the 86 of Carson Miller there. It looks like this 5 was all that stayed out, and they're going to be coming in this time by. Oh boy. Looks like these guys trying to wave around there, but yeah, these guys will be coming into the pit lane here under the caution flag, and it looks like they might get the edge here as we come to the restart, because they might put the rest of the field on the tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah, this will be interesting because now we got to see which drivers are and which drivers aren't the lead lap, which drivers will be allowed past the pace car to still have a shot at contention for this race win. So this pit cycle will be really interesting to see post pit stops, so we can get a good grasp of who really has a chance to win. We also might have lap traffic at the restart, so lots of things going on. And will John Andrews jump Blankies? I don't think so, but it would be really close at the exit.
Gonna be a really close race here off of the pit lane. I'll tell you what, Luna Lona definitely jumped a few cars there. Came into the pits 5th out of these guys. Gonna exit 3rd, but it looks like Braden Perez is going to hold on to the lead of these guys that just came down, and we'll see where all these other guys fare. It looks like they probably will be on the tail end of the lead lap. But we will wave everybody around if that is indeed the case, but at the moment it does seem like Braden Perez will be your race leader here from the California 100 at the Auto Club Speedway, and we are under our 2nd caution of the night. Let's take a quick look at what brought the caution out, and we'll get you all back to the racing action here at the Auto Club Speedway. So we missed this here towards around the time the pit cycle began. Jay Knapp gonna get into it with the 63 of Logan Williams, and I guess these guys did not get sideways really at all. It's not going to trigger a yellow flag, but it is unfortunately going to take Jay Knapp in the 23 out of this race, and is definitely probably going to knock the 63 of Logan Williams out of contention. So a really tough break for both of those guys, especially Jay Knapp, of course, retiring from the race, and yeah, that makes it a very, very tough return to the IndyCar series for Grattan Autosport, with now both of their cars wrecked out of the race. So tough break there for those guys, but we did eventually have a caution come out, which we will take a look at right now. So, yeah, we usually see a lot of accidents here at Auto Club Speedway relating to pit road, but this one wasn't. You're going to see here Brad Stover going to kind of send it in there to turns 1 and 2, and is going to make contact with the 39 of Dylan Matthews, and that's going to send them both in the outside wall. A pretty hard crash here, all things considered, for these guys. And, yeah, it's going to pretty much send them both into a spin, and that's going to trigger the yellow flag here for our 2nd caution of the night here at the Auto Club Speedway. A tough break for these two. We'll have to see if both are able to continue or not. We'll just have to wait and see, but one thing is for sure, that hard of a crash is definitely going to take these two out of contention, and definitely unfortunate that it happened under the pit cycle, because that is still going to jumble a lot of things up. We'll just have to wait and see how everything shakes out, but yeah, we'll get you all one more replay here at full speed, and we'll get you all back to the racing action here from the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway.
Lap 27 already leads to the race, and Brad Silver makes the judgment mistake trying to pass Dylan Matthews. Both crashed to the wall. Unfortunate for both of them. Big mistake there from Silver, but I don't think there was much more he could do. Maybe more to the inside, but unfortunately for both of them, Dylan Masters will be out of this race. Rest over heavy damage. Not sure if the team can repair it, but have to wait and see how his pace will be after the caution. But yeah, just a weird caution that is in the pit cycle, but it's not pit related. Kind of impressive. We'll have to also see how the cars that have pitted already will be in the racetrack, still be a lap down, they'll be waved around. What will happen to them? So have to wait and see.
We'll just have to wait and see how everything goes down. It'll be interesting to see how this caution will shake up the field. We'll just have to wait and see how it all goes down. We'll head back to the racing action here from the California 100, and we'll take a quick look here at how your field will shake up here for hopefully the final restart here from the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome back here to the Auto Club Speedway, wrapping up our second caution of the night for what seemed to be a two-car accident through turns 1 and 2 during the pit cycle, which is really going to shake things up. But after everything is said and done, it is the 8 of Tanner Parton who is going to inherit the race lead. Angel Oliveira is going to be in second. Braden Perez in the 83 is going to wind up in the third position. John Andrews is fourth. Luna Lona in the 04 there for Durrani Racing rounds out your top 5. And you got Zachary Fitzwater there in 6th. Angel Gutierrez 7th. Brad Stover there in 8th, who looked like might have been one of the cars involved in that accident. So we'll have to see how that 81 car holds up here on this restart. And you also got the 86 of Carson Miller there, 1 lap down. So these two are definitely going to be interesting ones to watch here on this restart. And then you got Bradley Bradshaw there in 9th, and Bruno Diacomo there in the 41 for Trackhouse Racing, rounding out your top 10. But we're in for a late race restart here in the California 100. Going to be restarting with 8 laps to go. And pretty much just about everybody has fresh tires, a full tank of gas, and this is shaping up to be a fantastic finish here for the season opener here in the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series. Here we go. Pace car makes a left-hand turn onto the pit lane as these guys head into the Echo Energy restart zone. Tanner Parton gonna lead the field back to the green. 8 laps to go here in the California 100.
Another great jump from the race leader, Tanner Parton to first. Braden Perez already trying to take second. And obviously, oh my gosh, Brad Stover.
Stover. Not looking good for the 81. It looks like he's significantly off the pace. It looks like everyone is going to get around him cleanly. And Carson Miller there in the 86 is going to be shuffled up to the outside, but he doesn't seem as far off the pace as Fitzwater, so he probably should be okay. But up front, Tanner Parton went wide there through turns 3 and 4, and so did the 40 of Angel Oliveira. And to the lead goes the 83 of Braden Perez.
Yeah, just Tanner Parton just had him poor luck in a second the outside, and now it's Braden Perez race to lose. Obviously, still got lots of drivers right there battling for the lead. The likes of Luna Lona, John Andrews, the 49 of Angel Gutierrez, so still a lot to play for. And obviously, watch out for Fitzy. He won this race last year. He could do it again.
He definitely could. Up here in the 4th position here with just 6 laps to go. Parton's going to go wide again there through 1 and 2. Here comes the 49 of Angel Gutierrez. Giacomo Wilmington up here in the top 10 once again. Christian Vargas, Baranowskis looking to make their way back up here towards the front. Fitzwater, they're going for the 3rd position. And looks like Angel Oliveira is going to try to follow suit. But out front, Braden Perez trying to hold on to the race lead. He's got 5 laps to go to the checkered flag here in the California 100. I have to see if he is able to hang on. Trying to fend off John Andrews, Zachary Fitzwater, Angel Oliveira, Luna Lona, Brendan Wilmington in the 98. Up into the 6th position by the 8 of Tanner Parton. We know Wilmington's got a fast car. He led all those laps earlier on in the race. And for the race lead, here comes the 79. John Andrews to the inside through 3 and 4. He takes the race lead away. Fitzwater's going to follow through. Perez tried to get down to the inside there, but Angel Oliveira had already closed that gap, and Perez going to get stuck on the outside once again. Wilmington goes all the way up to the top. Trying to probably find that grip lane all the way up there on the outside, but now John Andrews with the race lead. Coming to 3 laps to go, this time by Angel Oliveira, looking to potentially take second position away. And Fitzy, Lona, and Braden Perez are all going to go wide there through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Wilmington in the 98 now up into the 5th position.
Again, one mistake, one slip up through the track can send you down the field. And we've seen right there with Braden Perez. Now John Andrews with all the pressure. Wide, here comes Angel Oliveira to try to take the lead already to the inside. So, and only 2.5 laps to go. So, this is now Oliveira's race to lose.
Like you said, one mistake, and John Andrews went wide there through 1 and 2. He's going to lose the lead to Angel Oliveira now. Thought he might lose second there to Fitzwater, but might have got a little bit of a good run there off of turn number 4. He holds on to second, but Angel Oliveira now out front there in the 40. With 2 laps to go here in the California 100, but he goes a little bit wide there through turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 79 of John Andrews once again. Braden Perez looking to get back by the 52 of Zachary Fitzwater. And here comes Andrews down the backstretch into 3 and 4. He's going to take the race lead away. And just about kind of everybody's up the racetrack there through turns 3 and 4, but here they come down the front straightaway. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Here from the California 100, here comes the 52 of Zachary Fitzwater. Looking to get another California 100 win to his name, but he slides a little bit wide. There through 1 and 2. Oliveira got a decent run there on the outside. Here comes Perez in the 83 down the back straightaway. 2 more corners here at Auto Club for John Andrews. Is he going to be able to hold on? He's going to hook the bottom. Oliveira might have a little bit of a run here. Coming down the front straightaway for the final time. Oliveira will not get there. John Andrews at Otter Island Motorsports wins the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. And the Otter Island Motorsports 79 picks up right where it left off. Trey Smith going out in spectacular fashion and winning the winning the Haas World Championship 200 to close out the season last year and opening up their 2025 campaign. The 79 goes back to victory lane with John Andrews behind the wheel. What a race and what a win for John Andrews and Benny Watson. Wow.
Yeah. What a race. What can we say about this finish? Like, amazing finish, amazing battles all throughout the race. Gotta say, Fitzy definitely, in through turns 1 and 2, made a mistake right there. If he went low, he probably could have taken Oliveira and then Andrews through turns 3 and 4. But hey, that's racing in the end. The great battlings are around. And like I said, one mistake can cost everything. I think Fitzy had that chance to win, down in 8th, but still, congrats to John Andrews. Had the pace, had the advantage, took the advantage of other drivers' errors when needed, and he's going right there into victory lane.
Like you and I've been saying all race, just one mistake. One mistake is all it can take to make or break your whole race, especially here at the Auto Club Speedway. And at the end, it's John Andrews hanging on and nabbing his first win of the season. Man, what a race here from the Auto Club Speedway. What a way to kick off the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series campaign. Oh boy, that was a spectacular race to start out the season. Taking a look here at your official standings, John Andrews is going to get the win. Angel Oliveira, still a great effort, comes home in second. Braden Perez there in the 83 is going to wrap up your podium. And looking further on down the standings, you got Angel Gutierrez coming on there in 4th. You got Audra Baranowska still coming on there with a top 5, so a good run there for your pick, Igor. You got Aaron Abel coming home in 6th, Tanner Barton 7th, Zachary Fitzwater 8th, Bruno Diacomo 9th, and Luna Lona is going to round out your top 10 here for the California 100. But, wow. Final thoughts, Igor, what did you think about the California 100, and what do you think we can expect to see from these guys here as we go into the rest of the season?
Well, once again, like last season, it's mostly been throughout this seasons of the IndyCar Series. Our club once again delivers. Amazing race, amazing finish. Great battles all throughout the race with lead changes all around. I don't even know how many we have, but probably like 20 something lead changes. So yeah, once again, great racing here at our club. Gotta expect more next season if obviously we have again as an opener, or even if it's another part of the season. Our club, I'm pretty sure, will deliver. And honestly, we don't know what to expect. This race is not exactly a lottery like Daytona or Talladega in the Cup Series, but it is still pretty hard to predict everything from this first race. So we gotta wait and see to what the rest of the season can deliver. Who will be the best drivers? Who will be the championship contenders? Only find out later, midway through the season. But still, congrats once again to John Andrews and to both our Island Motorsport drivers who had great racing. Obviously, Zaidal finishing down in 13th, so not the best to him. But congrats to John Andrews, to everyone in this race. It was an amazing one, and I'm pretty sure everyone who watched simply loved this race.
For sure. Hope you all had a great time, and hope you all enjoyed the race. Like I said, I was really looking forward to getting this season back going, and yeah, here we are. The IndyCar Series is officially back, and we got a long season ahead of us. Like Igor said, don't really know what to expect, but will we see another Bradley Bradshaw type domination? What will we see? We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out, but it is going to be a lot of fun. I will tell you all that. But once again, congratulations to John Andrews and Other Island Motorsports for getting the win here in the California 100. Thank you so much, Igor, for joining me up here in the booth for this one, and I will see you all for race number 2 at the Riverside International Raceway. That ought to be another fun one. That race was awesome last year. It came down just to the wire, and definitely ought to be a lot of fun. That race will be going up next Friday, February 21st. So I hope to see you all there. But once again, congratulations to John Andrews, and I will see you all in Riverside. Y'all take care and have a good one. Here is your point standings after the opening round of the 2025 Haas IndyCar Series season.